Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Aisha Khan and welcome to the Executive MBA and MS Graduate Program Counseling Session. Um, I'd like to welcome all of you and also introduce my team over here. Administratively, Shariar Khavar Latif is from the SDSB Communications Department. He'll be here. Asfand is from the Admissions and Financial Aid Department, and we're here to answer your questions. From the faculty, our faculty program directors and executives in residence are also here. This is a graduate counseling session for the Executive MBA and 4 of our MS programs. Dr. Ghulam Ali Arain is the program director for our Executive MBA program. He is an associate professor at the business school and has a PhD in HRM OB from Marcel Graduate School of Management in France. I don't know if I pronounced that correct, Dr. Arain. I'd also like to introduce our program director for the MS Financial Management program, Dr. Saeed Komel Abbas Rizvi. He is also associate professor at the business school and his PhD is in finance from the University of Paris. Then we have our executive in residence for the MS Healthcare Management and Innovation program, Mr. Kashif Khan. He is joining us as well. Mr. Kashif has a decade of local and international experience in healthcare systems, including the Cambridge University Hospitals, NHS, UK. For MS Supply Chain and Retail Management, SDSB faculty Dr. Atikur Rahman is here. He is a program director of this program and he has a PhD from LUMS. He is our alum in logistics, materials, and supply chain management. Finally, last but not the least, executive in residence for our MS Technology Management and Entrepreneurship program, Mr. Badr Khusnood, who is a seasoned entrepreneur and technology leader. He is co-founder of Bramers Fishery and was the chairman of the Pakistan Software Houses Association, PASHA, from 2021 to 22. He was also the first person on ground as country consultant for Google in Pakistan. Thank you all for attending and taking out time for this, for our prospective applicants. So this is how the format of the program will be such that I will just request our program directors and executives in residence to give a brief overview of their program, and then we will open it up for questions. Dr. Ghulam Ali Arain, can you start?
Okay, thank you so much, Aisha, and I welcome to all the participants who are interested to know our graduate programs, including Executive MBA program. Executive MBA program is primarily designed for mid-career executives, those who would like to basically move to upward in the organization ladder to the C-suite jobs with more generalized skills to manage the entire business. It is an honor to mention that Executive MBA program is one of the best programs that are currently being offered at SDSB LUMS. Currently stands top 14th best executive MBA program in the Asia Pacific region and overall 120 in the globe. So this is a weekend-based program. You are required to come here, attend in-person classes on alternate weekend. Precisely around 22 months, there are 5 modules. Some of the courses, around about 6 courses that you need to take online from Harvard Business Press, and the other courses are in person. And there is some interesting features, including one is globalization and cross-cultural module, where participants go to the US for around 10 days and visit Silicon Valley. It's very structured, organized. Visit. You will get a local host there, and they will take you to visit all the high-tech organizations working in the Silicon Valley. So this is a brief introduction.
Thank you, Dr. Arain. Dr. Komel, can you just give a brief overview of the MS Financial Management program?
Thank you, Aisha. Welcome you all on behalf of SDSB LUMS. So my name is Komel Rizvi, and I am the director of MS Financial Management program. We launched this program in 2021, so this is going to be the 6th batch we are planning to induct. every year we deliberately keep the size of MS Financial Management batch to around 20 to 25. So when we launched this program, the idea was basically to produce finance specialized graduates who could participate and work in industry, as opposed to the understanding of some people who believe that MS programs are basically, a step towards the PhD uh, degree and credentials. We had a different idea. So we wanted our graduates to actually work in corporate sector. There were many reasons for that. Uh, Probably this was the time when COVID hit us bad, and we saw many organizations failing primarily because of bad financial management. We saw that there was a turmoil in the country primarily because of bad financial management policies. So we thought it's a good idea to develop some specialized students who have an expertise in some niche areas of finance. So, as you may guess, that the program is rigorous. It is quantitative in nature. In first semester of the program, you take core common courses, business courses. So that's going to be a relatively simple semester. However, in next semester, we have some specialized courses like financial markets, derivatives, investments and portfolio, and corporate finance and valuation. So far, we have been successful in placing our graduates in core finance areas in different organizations. So some of our alumni are currently working in investment banking, some are working in Pakistan Stock Exchange, some are in consulting. A significantly large number of our graduates are currently working in credit rating agencies. So there are two credit rating agencies in Pakistan, PACRA and JCR. So around 10 to 12 of our graduates are basically hired by these two agencies. Rest of the things are basically across all the programs. And once the question and answer session will be open, I would be happy to answer any question you may have. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kumail. I'd now like to request Kashif Saab, who is the executive in residence for the MS Healthcare Management and Innovation Program, to just give a brief overview of the HMI program. Kashif
Thank
Saab.
you, Asha. This program, people think about healthcare in a broader spectrum. So this program is not catered for public health. We have a number of programs for public health generally provided by other university. This program is targeted more to the curative side in hospital management, where you have direct interaction with patient. And most of our students, they have healthcare background with few years experience. You don't necessarily need to be a doctor or dentist to apply for this program. If you have interest and you want to join the healthcare industry, which is one of the fastest growing industry in Pakistan, along with the IT sector, then this program is one for you. We look for your potential, what you want to do in your career, and we match that with your experience to this date and your degrees, and whether you will fit in this program and what this program will do for your career options. And most of our students come from hospitals. They have their own clinics in some cases. So we have a number of students who are entrepreneurs, healthcare. Others have been in the healthcare industry as a doctor or nurses or allied health professional. We also have few students who actually got experience in health tech. So they're predominantly coming from the technology sector of the healthcare, and they want to progress that further. One of the exciting programs we started recently is advanced healthcare analytics. So we're teaching them around the data modeling, and we're also teaching them how we can use data intelligently in decision making. Most of our students, when they actually go into industry, they find that actually the industry they're working in largely to be hospitals. They find employment opportunities there. Today, we are joined by Dr. Aisha Rahman, Fatma Rahman, who is also a current student, so she can give you direct experience of being in the program and how she finds the networking and the interaction with the industry leaders as well as the faculty useful for people who want to excel in this industry. My basic message is you don't need to be a doctor to be part of it. If you are concerned about the math side of it, the number side of it, we give foundation programs. So we actually equip you so you become familiar with numbers. And we have a whole week of foundation before you join the main program. So I would welcome everybody to apply, and I'm happy to take any answers you might have.
Thank you, Kasha Saab. Now I'd like to request Dr. Atikur Rahman, the Program Director for MS Supply Chain and Retail Management. Just a quick note that our MS programs are 1.5-year weekend programs. Dr. Atiq, can you please give a brief overview of the program?
Thank you very much, Aisha. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. As Aisha just mentioned, Atikur Rahman here. I'm Director of MS Supply Chain and Retail Management Program. Again, this is 1.5 years weekend program. Supply chain program. This program was initiated back in the COVID days. The program focuses primarily on the end-to-end supply chain issues and logistic issues that are faced by the firm, rightly starting from vendor management, supply problems, inventory, then moving towards production and operations management issues, and then going towards the retail side. So this is basically like this program basically tries to offer the people who are operating in production, operations, inventory, warehousing, procurement, an end-to-end understanding of the whole supply chain mechanism. The participants of this program primarily are coming from the industry who are one way or the other engaged with operations, production, and supply chain related dimensions in the business. A very rigorous program per se. Again, as Dr. Kumail already mentioned, that the first semester is quite foundational, that builds upon different business functions, understanding of the students, because the incumbents are not necessarily business graduates. We have incumbents, who are engineers, who are coming from social sciences background and other non-business foundations. So it is important to mention that the students will have a comprehensive hand-holding provided to them through foundation courses and the first semester courses that will help them understand the basic business nuances. And then from second semester onwards, the program focuses primarily on the key supply chain and logistics modules. One important thing to mention, it's the world of AI we are operating in. So we are now actually, developing and revising the course content to integrate analytics and AI-driven, decision-making tools in almost every part of our weekend programs. So again, further, if more questions will pour in, I'll be happy to answer. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Atiq. And may I now request Mr. Badr Khushnood, who is the Executive in Residence for the Technology Management and Entrepreneurship Program, to give a brief overview.
Thank you so much, Aisha. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I think we have all talked about 1.5-year weekend thing. Just wanted to reiterate and remember, all these programs are now on campus. There is no online or a hybrid option. From a TME perspective specifically, this is more of an applied degree, and the goal here is to connect business side graduates and IT side graduates, because both of them in a practical organization were always talking on different frequencies. So TME brings both of them together. So from a business analyst role to a larger, now very important chief digital officer or a chief AI officer role is something you can envision, of course, starting from early days, but that's where this role can lead you. In the market, we have our alumni working in pure hardcore, pure play tech companies like NetSol and Systems. And there are students, alumni who are now working in traditional local organizations and helping them transform digitally. So there is both an opportunity to work with international global companies and also local companies as well. Very few of our alumni have pursued further education, but some of them who did, they are now studying in the US, and some of the institutes did actually offer them exchange program in exchange for their semester as well. But the whole idea for this program is to empower you, even if you are not a technology student or a technology graduate, to actually be ready with the basics on and the business side of technology, so that you can actually develop better business plans and different sales plans, everything. for a technology company or for a traditional company which is looking to transform digitally. So that's where MSTME comes in. And we collaborate with all other programs as well. And it's a pretty wide and broad program which can take you anywhere across different industries domestically and in the international market as well. Oh, and open to questions once we start the Q&A part.
Thank you so much, Badr. So just repeating that, please use the raise hand option to ask a question, and you can also type your question in the chat. And we have a question from Malik Arsalan Haider, whom we met in Karachi at the counseling session and also at the MBA in the MBA webinar. So happy to see you again. Please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Thank you.
Alaikum salam.
So I have 3 questions. I'll ask them one by one for the MSTME program. So first of all, I want to ask it, what does the uni look for applicants for this program, and what are the career prospects for this program's graduates?
Thank you so much, Arslan. So what we look for, very honestly, is we do not look for a very specific degree, but we actually look for a variety of things: your experience, your confidence, your depth of knowledge. So it can be any subject. You can be a graduate in any subject, and you have to take the preliminary admission requirements, which is, I think, an option between SAT, GMAT, or LCAT. So you can take any of those and apply. But since it's a weekend program, our preference is that you have some work experience, because that would add value to your to the class as well. So it's a mix of everything from what we look for. And from a career perspective, as I mentioned, wherever there is a mention of digital, that's exactly where the TME students can come in. You won't be acting as a software engineer or a developer, but now with vibe coding, you still have that option to do prototyping even at your own end as well. So we have embedded AI tools. We are doing hands-on and theoretical and case study, a mix of all of that. So our actually next week for the existing class, our hands-on AI tools sessions start as well. So anything where digital comes in, from digital transformation, analysis, business planning, especially from an entrepreneurship perspective, you can also focus on your startup as well, on how to develop startup pitches. So we focus a lot on your pitch decks, on how to develop pitch decks, how to pitch to investors, how to pitch, develop different other pitches for sales, for grants, for all of those. So you get to learn a lot around building a case for technology. Both for your startup and or wherever you're pursuing your career in a professional life. I hope this helps you.
Yeah, okay. So my second question is that what can you give any tips for the interview or personal statement for the applicants?
Just be original, and you should know everything what you have written in your application and on your CV. We certainly cross-check that in depth.
Okay, and lastly, for the MSCME program for students from outside of Lahore, from Karachi or Islamabad, do you provide any accommodation or any arrangement as such for accommodation and food and all?
I'll let this to be answered by someone else on the panel as well. But
Okay.
yes, we have a hostel facility, accommodation facility, which is also available to master's program, if I'm not wrong. Aisha, can you please confirm that?
Yes, it is. Asfand, can you please provide some clarity on that?
Okay, let me correct that. We don't provide like hostel facility for MS applicants.
Okay.
It's only
So-
for MBA and MBA applicants for full-time degree courses, and then the part-time ones.
So what do normally applicants do from outside of Karachi, outside of Lahore, when they have to come for this program? Like, can you provide any advice or any resources for?
You can book REDC in advance, and then you can come and stay, and then obviously they are on weekends, so you can attend the classes and then go back to your city.
All right, thank you very much.
So Arsalan, REDC is the Rousing Executive Development Center, which is on campus. So what Asfand is saying is that, rooms can be booked at the Rousing Executive Development Center. They just need to be informed a little in advance. And, the offices at LUMS will help the candidates.
All right.
the students, I mean to say,
To find
for that.
accommodation. All right, ma'am.
Find
Thank you very
accommodation.
much.
All
And
right.
there's
Thank
food
you.
available also, right?
Yes, there is
Okay.
an on-campus dining center
Okay.
for the students, and then there are several restaurants also which are on
Right.
campus.
Correct.
Right. Thank you.
Right. You're welcome. Okay, Dr. Sarmad, can you please unmute yourself and ask a question?
जी अस्सलाम वालेकुम मैम
Walaikum salam.
मैम मेरा हेल्थ केयर मैनेजमेंट और इनोवेशन डॉक्टर मेरे ख्याल से काशिफ साहब है उनसे क्वेश्चन है
जी
सर अस्सलाम वालेकुम
जी आप क्वेश्चन करें आई थिंक
Can you hear me?
जी सर अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर
जी वालेकुम सलाम.
सर माय नेम इज सर कैप्टन रिटायर्ड डॉक्टर सरमद सर आई एम सर वर्किंग एज इन इंस्पेक्शन डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ पंजाब हेल्थ केयर कमीशन सर
जी
सर बेसिकली मेरा सर रोल हमारा ज्यादातर फील्ड जॉब ही होती है बट आई एम
जी
इंटरेस्टेड इन दिस प्रोग्राम जो विच यू आर प्रोवाइडिंग
जी
तो
जी
सर इसके लिए सर कोई ऑफलाइन यानी कि ऑनलाइन कुछ हो सकता है ये अवेलेबिलिटी के लाइक वी हैव टू विजिट द कैंपस अल्टरनेटिव एवरी अल्टरनेटिव जो भी वीकेंड
Actually, man, we don't offer any online. We used to have a hybrid model, but now it's only campus based. और वो होता है वीकेंड पे है तो सरमत ये होता है कि जो पीएचसी के फील्ड स्टाफ हैं दे नॉर्मली वर्क वीकडेज एंड दिस प्रोग्राम इज रेलेवेंट टू यू इन द सेंस क्योंकि आपको रेगुलेशन का पता है आपको पता है कि फैसिलिटीज मैनेजमेंट में क्या देखना होता है द ओनली इशू इज
राइट
दैट
सर
यू हैव टू बी इन कैंपस उसकी एक बहुत बड़ी वजह ये है कि आप भी हेल्थ केयर में हैं तो हेल्थ केयर में इंटरेक्शन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट you learn from other students, you learn from guest speakers. And we found that when we were running online, it wasn't so rich. By having them on campus, Dr. Fatma Rahman is here. She's one of the students and she will elaborate later. We find there's more rich discussion that happens because we teach case based. So when we open up the case, then people interact, and online wasn't the right model for it. So our campus is for Saturday and Sunday. It starts from 8:30 and you're there till about 5:30, 6 o'clock. But if weekend you can spare, then this program is the right one for you.
सर जो रीजनल ऑफिसेज हैं पंजाब हेल्थ केयर कमीशन के आपको अगर थोड़ा सा आइडिया है तो दोज आर फंक्शन लाइक आई एम फ्रॉम भावलपुर
जी जी
तो लाइक हर अल्टरनेटिव वीकेंड पे आई हैव टू टेक अ हॉलिडे ऑफ सैटरडे इफ आई वांट टू जॉइन दिस प्लान कुछ इस तरह
जी
का हो सकता है कि सर एट द एंड ऑफ दिस सेशन और आफ्टर 6 months कुछ डेज डेजिग्नेट हो जाए उसमें इफ आई कैन कैच अप विद द क्लासेस
एक्चुअली में देर आर सम प्रोविजन दे अलाउड आप 2-3 वो ब्रेक ले सकते हैं यानी कि अगर आपने लेकिन आप मिस करेंगे ना एक्चुअली में इतना इंटरेक्टिव है इतना इंटेंस है कि आपको अगर वो सेशन अटेंड नहीं करते तो आप काफी कुछ मिस करते हैं और फिर क्लास डिस्कशन में आपकी वो पार्टिसिपेशन नहीं होती तो अगर तो आप उसको हमारे स्टूडेंट हैं जो एक्चुअली मुल्तान से आते हैं हमारे स्टूडेंट जो प्रीवियसली पिशावर से आते थे हमारे पास स्टूडेंट कोयटा से आते थे तो व्हेन दे कम दे स्पेंड फ्राइडे देयर और सैटरडे को आपको अगर छुट्टी लेनी पड़े दैट्स वन थिंग यू माइट हैव टू डू मगर सरमद इसके बाद ये होता है ना कि आपके लिए जो करियर प्रोस्पेक्ट है वो ब्रॉड हो जाता है ना अभी तो आप सिर्फ इंस्पेक्शन रेगुलेशन में है most of our students go and work in hospital and deliver change some of the things around compliance with PHC minimum service standard delivery तो आपका जो स्पेक्ट्रम है ना वो बड़ा हो जाता है लेकिन उसके लिए फिर आपको एक सैटरडे की सेक्रीफाइस तो करनी पड़ेगी ना बिकॉज वी डोंट ऑफर एनीथिंग इन टर्म्स ऑफ लीव because year is very intense and we have so much to cover data analytics healthcare entrepreneur healthcare operations healthcare law healthcare regulation so you would miss a chunk of it if you were to take some breaks out of it
ठीक है थैंक यू सो
राइट
मच काशिफ साहब
सर
I would just like to, there was a query in the chat. I have a query related to Executive MBA program. Asfand, if you can please respond to this. I want to know if I need to provide equivalent certificate from HSC for my foreign undergraduate degree.
If it's less than 4 years, then yes, they need to provide, but they can apply beforehand
All right.
rather than wait for the equivalence.
Okay. Thank you so much. Ali Abidi Kizilbash, I think. Yes. Can you please unmute yourself and ask your question and please indicate to whom your question is addressed?
I'm interested in technology management program, and
Okay.
I did my bachelor's back in 2001, and that at that time it was FSE, and after FSE it was BBA. It was three BBA honors program. It was 3 years. Now, would it be considered for admission in MS Technology Management? Because I think your requirement is now 16 years formal education. And I have been in PwC. So work experience of, I think I have around 16 years work experience. Can it be considered for waiver of 1 year or 2 years?
I think I'll let Aspan.
Yes,
Ji,
Aspan,
sure.
can you please?
Just make sure, can you repeat what the BBA, that is it foreign or local?
It was local university.
So that's
Peshawar
3
University.
years.
Yeah, that
You need 4 years at least
and
to be eligible to apply.
So what I need to do now if I want to get admission in MS? Do I need to do?
You can do private MA or MS.
Okay. So that's a long way. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I have a question in the chat. It's a little bit long, so I'll read. Imran Naseem ka hai. I'm interested in applying to the LUMS Executive MBA. I hold a degree in computer science and bring over 25 plus years of experience in the IT industry. Over the course of my career, I've successfully transformed a startup into a well-established global company. Despite this journey, I firmly believe in continuous learning and recognize the importance of reconnecting with academia. I'm currently based in Saudi Arabia. Would be willing to travel to attend in-person classes as required by the program. Imran Saab, I don't understand. No, there's no question. So.
Sorry, I think there was a question earlier, my Kazal Bash. I think that relates to my current situation also. Similar kind of graduation timeline that was at that time period. It was 2 years or 3 years at that stage. So lately, then the computer science graduation was up to 3 years, and then it was lately during Dr. Tauraman time, it extended to 4 years. But at that stage, it was 2 years program when I graduated at that stage. So I got the answer. I think it was in MS or private MA, but I don't have that kind of in terms of the timeline that stretches overall the length of the period to.
All right, thank you. Faraz Imran, can you please unmute yourself and ask your question, and please also indicate whom it is addressed.
Assalamu alaikum. My question is not specific to anyone. Anyone can answer this question. It's a general question. So basically, I completed my undergraduate degree last year, but unfortunately, because of my thesis, it got dragged a bit. I couldn't receive my full results, and I have 1 F in my 7th semester, so that's an issue. And so I was wondering that if I can apply to any of these master's programs with my 7th semester result.
Right. Asfand, can you help? Yes.
Sir, yeah, sure. When will you be able to make sure you've completed and you got the complete transcript? If you have any date, man.
Hopefully, maybe in April or maybe in May, June this year, inshallah.
Okay, May 30th May is the last date that you have to make sure that you provide all complete transcript. Even if it's unofficial, make sure it's complete. Anything later than that, then you'll have to apply next year.
Okay, but can I but like I said, my main concern is that I got an F in my 7th semester, and I think that it will be an issue if I apply with that. The deadline is April 16th, right? For the application.
Yeah. 14th April.
14th April, yes.
All right.
But if you can provide us a complete transcript by 30th, then that's the only way forward.
Okay.
Okay.
So can I just give my full result after the 14th April as well? Like I can email it to you or something like that?
Yeah, you can email us.
All right. Perfect. Thank you.
We have a question from Shiza Ashraf. Dr. Shiza Ashraf here, and I'm physiotherapist, and I have been in clinical side for 2.5 years. I want to apply for MS Healthcare Management. But recently I got a job in Saudi Arabia for LUMS. I have to take LGAT exam, but I might not be able to give that test in April. Is there any exception, or I have to wait for next year? Asfand?
I think she can go for GMAT, GRE. those are available online. There are plenty of slots available.
Yes. So Shiza, you can opt for any of those other examinations. Sir, I have a question about the subject test and LGAT are both compulsory for MS. Asfan, could you, if you could take out some time, could you give them an idea of all the admission tests that are acceptable and that which ones they have to give? There is only one, but if you could just share a list.
Sure. I'll share the list in the chat as well, but like just for the audience, you can go for GMAT General, GRE General, NTS GAT General, and then LUMS LGAT. Those are the options available for most of the programs. And then you have to take only one. Okay, for NTS GAT General, make sure your cumulative score is 50 minimum. For the rest of the test, there is no minimum score required. There is a sample paper available for LGAT as well on our website. In the profile section, just visit our website and you will see the sample paper, what sections are available, what section you'll have to prepare. That's about it.
Thank you. And there's a question from Maruk Asfand again. This I think you can answer. How do we register for the LUMS test for Executive MBA?
In the test section, once you are in middle of your application, there's a test section. In the test section, just select yes for the LGAT. If you have any prior test taken, you can mention that as well. But make sure you mention all your attempts. The highest one will be taken.
All right. And I think some of the questions you have already answered. There's a question from Shahid Islam, Dr. Ryan, asking about what are the experience requirements for Executive MBA? How many years?
Okay, thank you, Shahid. Minimum 6 years job experience requirement is for Executive MBA, and this is your, after the completion of your 16 years of education, and preferably at managerial level.
Yes, thank you. Also, if you have a question, again, please raise your hand. This is a chance to get responses from the faculty, and even our admissions department is here. I am going through the chat. Some of the questions Asfand has answered. You do know that we have most of you might or might not know that there is a 50% tuition fee waiver for all women accepted on high merit in all of our graduate programs. So that is available. Faraz Imran, yes, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Okay, this is a general question again, and anyone can answer this. What's the best way to prepare for the LGAT? Or LGAT, sorry.
Yes, Asfand, can you please respond?
There's no past papers for the LGAT, but you can go for, as it's based on GRE format, so you can look into GRE papers in the past papers. There are plenty available online.
Thank you. Gul, can you please unmute yourself and ask your question, and please also indicate to whom the question is addressed.
Hello, my question is relevant to TME. I was very much interested in, enrolling myself in that program. I interacted with a lot of students who are currently enrolled in this program, like right now, and they gave me their honest take on that. And they said that the faculty for TME is quite different from those who are having the regular MBA flagship program. So there's a vivid difference in the ways of teaching, and they actually feel, a little disheartened that why did they not pursue the regular MBA program, and MS program is not as much specialized. I guess that's it. Yeah.
Thank you,
Sure.
Gul, for sharing the feedback. I really can't comment much on it, and because I think anyone who applies for a program has access to and everything. And of course, these are two different programs for with different goals, so very different expectations. I think comparing both is probably not doing justice to either one of them.
Sure. And I think the faculty members that are teaching in the TME, many of them are teaching in our
Are
MBA
common.
and executive. Yes, they are common. And they
Correct.
are, many of them are teaching in the MBA and executive MBA as well. And I think we have faculty members on the panel over here as well, who are program directors of the MBA, of the MS programs, who are teaching in our MBA and executive MBA programs.
Correct.
So, okay, Hadi Raza, can you please unmute yourself and ask your question?
Thank you. I just want to ask, I have done my bachelor's, 4 years of bachelor's in actual sciences and risk management from University of Karachi. So I may be able to apply for the EMBA, and I have experience of 3 to 4 years in banking.
Okay. You want to apply to the MBA or executive MBA?
Executive MBA.
All right. You need 6 years of experience. Do you have for the executive MBA program? That's mandatory to be eligible to apply.
Right. Or any other requirement?
Dr. Ryan, could you
6.
share if we have any other requirements?
No, this is the first requirement, keeping in mind your situation, that you have to have at least 6 years of job experience after the completion of your undergrad degree.
Right.
So if you are, I want to say, satisfying this condition, then again, the rest of the conditions are the same. Like you need to take any of the, 3 to 4 tests, I want to say mentioned by Asfand, and then the interview process and all that stuff.
Right. Acha. And just I want to ask, is this for also for females or just for both genders?
The admission criteria is the same across both genders.
Right. And what about the financial assistance for the females?
There is one option
For
that is basically a high merit scholarship for women only, which is not available for males. But there is a
Right.
second option for executive MBA, that is you can apply for, the bank loan.
Right. And
MCB.
what about a high merit scholarship?
That is for
Asfand
women.
perhaps can answer. Yes, it's only for women.
50%
Yeah, I just
tuition
want
fee
to know
waiver.
about women.
Right.
So what is the criteria about the waiver or the scholarship?
Hadi, I think
It's
Asfand, can you please share the
GG,
financial
sure.
aid web page in the chat, and then Hadi can view that.
Sure, will do.
Thank you. Okay. Dr. Madiha, can you please unmute yourself and ask your question?
Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My question is for Dr. Kashif. Just a bit of about myself. I'm an FCPS in pulmonology. I've worked in Indus Hospital from 2017 till 22 as a clinician, as a consultant pulmonologist, and later I shifted to kind of transitioned towards public health side, and now I'm managing programs there related to respiratory disease. My query is about this healthcare management masters. So I deal with managing programs, integrated programs within primary care, big data sets, research, and general all of this. My query was simply that I'm still exploring my career since I transitioned. I don't have any, I do have the experience. I don't have any formal training in this regard. So I wanted to explore if healthcare management is something that would help me boost my career and in this transitioning. That's all.
Yeah, it does. Dr. Madhya, the thing is, you got a very interesting career. So you went into the curative side and you did well to get to pulmonologist. What this program adds to your career thing is the management side. Because when you do public health, you're only looking at epidemiology, all right? Here, we actually teach you how the primary care side works and the challenges you face. The other thing you mentioned about dealing with large data set. And generally, this is an area where doctors generally struggle because this is not something they're actually familiar with. So we have a 10 weeks program where we actually take them through. And it was quite encouraging last time when I saw some of the students who never been familiar with numbers, and they were actually applying their data set from hospital into advanced data analytics model. And what they did, they actually learned something new. And in terms of the career options, some of the students who came from public health then actually went in to do health consulting, because this is one of the area you probably be primed at, because public health is largely project based and you can actually find projects and work. This program equips you for the foundation of financial management, economics. It teaches you around operations of hospitals. It also teaches you around what the problem might be to do with entrepreneurship and how the individual hospital function. So I would encourage you to apply because that would add something different in terms of the tools, financial management, operations management, technology sides of it, dealing with data, which will broaden your career options. Does that answer your question?
Yes,
Thank
it
you,
does. Thank you so
Kashif.
much.
Thank you, Madhya. We have a question in the chat from Mohammed Naki. If someone is planning for MS Financial Management program next year, suggest any foundation courses or preparatory courses so we can prepare ourselves for MS Financial Management. Dr. Kumail, could you please respond to that? This is from Mohammed Naki.
Yeah, it's always good to prepare, accounting and finance, basic finance and accounting courses. That would be helpful for them. Rest, I believe, is we can cover in this program.
Okay, thank you. Is the MS it's MTE, so I'm thinking it's technology tools or mostly concepts. Badar, can you?
Gee, thank you so much. So it's a mix of both. So there is a bit of data there as well. So you have to learn R and do data management. So, but not as technical as software development. So if you have basic knowledge, you should be able to manage that. But yes, we also do tools as well, depending on the subject. But it's very applied. So you have to do a lot of hands-on stuff.
Thank you. We have a question in the chat, and it's from iPhone, and the hand is also raised up. I have a question for Executive MBA. Can you please unmute yourself and ask your question?
Hi, this is Usman. Currently, I'm working and based in Bahrain. I'm the head of marketing for one of the power retailer in GCC. So my question is regarding the Executive MBA from Dr. Arai. So the question is, obviously I'm based here and usually I come in annual leaves only. So how come the professionals like who have the more rigorous, routine work, how we can manage that with our professional life? One. The second thing is that whether we have to attend the classes as well, because that would be a difficult part. So how we can address that? I'm in an industry for marketing, for more than like 10 years and working on the managerial positions.
Okay, thank you, Usman. Thank you for sharing your details. Look, Usman, this is something that we have common across all our graduate programs, that they all are in person. And unfortunately, at the moment, we don't have any option for offering any courses or some classes online. So this is the kind of the requirement you have to meet.
So, for example, someone overseas, if they want to join Executive MBA at LUMS, they must have to come on the weekends, right?
Yes, it's very true because in the past, we had few students who used to visit from the US and UAE. So if you
Okay.
think you can manage this kind of, logistics over the next 2 years, then I think you're always welcome to join this program because we don't have any
Okay.
option for attending online classes.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Professor.
Thank you. Tayyiba, can you please unmute yourself and ask your question? And to whom is it addressed?
Okay, sure. I'm Dr. Tayyaba, and I graduated in 2020 and then started my career in medicine. I've always been interested in this healthcare management things, and I have been following this program of LUMS for like quite some time. And there are questions. One, do you provide? You mentioned about the women's scholarship thing. Do you provide it for the MS Healthcare Management? Second, is it okay for someone who has no experience in the healthcare management things or with the data sets or and all those stuff? Can they join this program, and would it be good for them to start their career as an alternate thing other than the clinical stuff?
Thank you. Actually, I think it's quite close to your career path. So it'd be good to hear from her how she's finding the program. But I believe, yes, you would be a good fit for it. But over to Fatma. Fatma, can you just share your experience and wisdom, how you're finding the program?
Yeah, sure. Am I audible right now? Yes. Okay, perfect. So I am Dr. Fatima. I am a dentist and I recently graduated. So, like you, I was a bit worried that I do not have the sufficient experience, although I am good with numbers and everything, but I wasn't working in a clinic and I just got out of my house job. So, this was something that I struggled with as well, but I must tell you that experience is not everything that you need in order to apply for this degree. You should have the motivation and the passion. You should know, okay, this is the degree. Why am I applying for this degree? And what can I do for it? And what can it give me in return? And what is the impact that it will be creating? So there are a lot of courses here. You're going to study about a lot of numbers. You're going to go to the data side, like analytics. There's economics, finance, accounting. At first, it can be a bit scary since you're coming from a doctor's background, but in the foundation courses, yeah, they're going to equip you with all the basics. They're going to tell you the basic steps like, okay, this is economics, but these are the 10 initial principles about economics. So when you're going to sit with people who have the experience, you and the proper background, you wouldn't be like, oh, I do not know this. So you're going to be given the full knowledge and you will lack the experience, but there are so many people who are going to come from a lot of experience background. I do have hospital honors with me. I have assistant professors. I do have psychologists, surgeons with me, and they come with a lot of experience. So meanwhile, you're going with your passion and your knowledge. Yeah, they're going to share their experience with you. They're going to tell you how it works in a healthcare background, and you are going to learn from the cases. So one thing I will tell you, you do read the cases, do read the readings, and learn from this experience because it's going to be life changing. There are a lot of healthcare degrees out there, but if you actually want to change the systems, then this is the one for you. I hope I answered your question.
One more
Thank you so
question
much,
here.
Fatma.
Does this program also provide us with the opportunities or give us, or like, if you could highlight some opportunities after we are done with this program? So
I think
can you
one of the
please answer this for me?
Yeah, one of the things we do in the last 6 months, so year you spend in classes, and the last 6 months you actually apply those learning in field thesis. So you actually go and work in hospitals. You can also work in government departments, and often what our students find is they secure jobs there. You can also, if you're within your own organization, number of our students found that they actually excelled within their own organization. So there are both options open, and because you will have the healthcare management experience, actually it becomes very attractive because the healthcare sector, as I said to you, is growing at a faster pace than any other industry other than the IT. So there are plenty of jobs, new hospitals are opening, they're looking for qualified people to run it. So your options for career are much broader with that.
Thank you, Kashif Saab. Jahangir Ahmed, can you please unmute yourself and ask your question?
अस्सलाम वालेकुम मैम।
Assalam.
मेरा क्वेश्चन है सर गुलाम अली अराई साहब से।
जी
सर जी, मैंने एक्चुअली मास्टर किया था 2008 में, और 2010 से मैं बैंकिंग में इन्वॉल्व हूँ। बैंकिंग का मुझे कोई अराउंड 15 to 16 ईयर्स एक्सपीरियंस है, और मैं कोई पिछले 7-8 साल से ब्रांच मैनेजर हूँ। और प्रीवियसली जो एजुकेशन थी वो भी एमबीए थी किसी यूनिवर्सिटी से। अब मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि लम्स का जो हमारा एमबीए एग्जेक्टिव प्रोग्राम है, अब मेरा उसमें अगर मैं गैप देखता हूँ तो कोई 15-16 साल का गैप भी है एजुकेशन का। तो मुझे क्या रेकमेंड करेंगे, क्या करना चाहिए? एक सजेशन भी है, और ऑप्ट करना चाह रहा हूँ बेसिकली कि लम्स से मैं एमबीए एग्जेक्टिव करूँ।
Okay, thank you, Jahangir. Look, Jahangir, we always have, a couple of, I mean to say, participants from the banking sector in all the cohorts that we have, I mean to say, managed so far. So, एक executive MBA program इस sense में looks the right choice for you, and the gap doesn't matter because there are always candidates with a gap of 10 to 15 years because after establishing themselves in their hardcore functional area, and then they are stuck at some place where they cannot move to the top C-suite positions, and that is the time where they need to get, I mean to say, get skills of executive MBA to have a kind of broader understanding of the entire business domain. So इस sense में तो I believe you are the right candidate for executive MBA program. So gap doesn't matter, और like many other candidates जो कि banking sector में हैं, you will enjoy this program.
अच्छा सर, टेस्ट के लिए प्रिपरेशन लम्स गेट या कौन सा वाला बेहतर रहेगा ऑप्शन?
देखिए जहांगीर, वी डोंट हैव अ काइंड ऑफ प्रेफरेंस। जैसे आपको अस्पन ने बताया कि यू कैन ऑप्ट फॉर GRE, GMAT, LGAT, एंड द फोर्थ वन जो कि HCC का
NTS
NTS
GAT.
GAT journal है. So GAT journal is going to be conducted on I think 14th April, sorry 5th March को डेट आ रही है जी. और अगर LGAT आप लेना चाहेंगे तो that is 14th April. So to be at safe side आप दोनों ले लें.
LGAT 26 अप्रैल को है.
Yes, 26 अप्रैल को.
अच्छा
And
सर
15th मार्च को जो है वो आपका NTS GAT है.
सर ये सेशन कभी स्टार्ट करेंगे सेशन आपका?
ये सेशन हमारा जो है ना वो अगस्त में स्टार्ट हो जाएगा.
ठीक है, अगस्त में. तो
हाँ
ये जो
जी.
एंटी लम्स ले रहा है ये अप्रैल की कौन सी डेट बताइए सर?
ये ऐसा
26
जहांगीर, I will request Asfand क्योंकि we have 3 more people who have raised their hands और टाइम अब बहुत कम है.
ओके
Asfand ये
ओके
आप
ओके
again he is going to share a link on the chat. उस लिंक में सारी डेडलाइंस हैं.
ओके ओके ओके
So
थैंक यू.
yeah, just please look at that. Thank you so much. Can I please request it's me to unmute yourself and ask your question?
Thank you
It's
so
me.
much. Yeah, thank you so much.
जी
I have
थोड़ा
a,
सा
can you hear
ऊंचा
me?
बोलें, so we can't hear you.
Wait. Okay, can you hear me?
वालेकुम सलाम.
मैम मेरा
जी.
क्वेश्चन है कि मैंने अभी बैचलर डिग्री की फिजिक्स में. कैन आई अप्लाई विद द बैचलर डिग्री इन फिजिक्स फॉर द एमबीए प्रोग्राम?
अच्छा, ये एमबीए प्रोग्राम का वेबिनार नहीं है, ये वीकेंड प्रोग्राम्स का है फॉर पीपल हु वांट टू वर्क एंड स्टडी एट द सेम टाइम. एमबीए का वेबिनार, इफ़ यू हैव अ क्वेश्चन रिगार्डिंग द एमबीए प्लीज़ ईमेल admissions@lums.edu.pk. चैट में हमने ये ईमेल एड्रेस लिखा हुआ है, तो उस पर आप ईमेल करेंगी तो एमबीए प्रोग्राम के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन मिलेगी. ठीक है. और एग्जीक्यूटिव एमबीए
ओके
के
मैम.
लिए यू नीड मोर देन 6 or more years of experience to qualify for the executive MBA program.
ओके मैम, अब मेरे लिए ये एलगेट और जीआरई वाले टेस्ट जो है ये मैंने कब और से नहीं सुना. कैन यू क्लेरिफाई इट फॉर मी?
Sure. इसके लिंक अभी हमने पोस्ट. अच्छा, लेट मी एक दफ़ा वेबिनार क्लोज करने से पहले आई विल रिक्वेस्ट असफंद टू sort of share this information, but let me take the next question. Thank you. Khatija, can you please unmute yourself and ask your question?
Thank you so much. I have a question from Sir Kashifan for the healthcare management and innovation. Actually, as he mentioned that most of the students came from this department, like doctors and nurses. Actually, I passed my bachelor's degree in biotechnology in 2015 and bachelor's in education in 2017. Is there any chance that I can choose this program for master's degree after so many years? And I have teaching experience during that time, but I want to pursue in this department now. So, is there any chance that I can take the master's degree from LUMS in like healthcare management and innovation?
Yes, you can. And as Dr. Fatma was telling you, actually, one of the things we need to know is why you want to have this degree and how does it fit with your career plan. So
Yeah.
with your biotechnology, MS and BS and education does help. You can make an application. We'd be interested to know in more detail during the interview stage, what is it that you're trying to do and how does this program fits in? How would you bring diversity to the program and class participation? But yes, you're
Yeah.
eligible to apply for it, and I will encourage you to make an application for the program.
Yeah, thank you so much. And is there any specific merit to be selected for, like, I have a 3.6 CGPA.
Yeah.
So it's
I'm just conscious of time. So I think we look at 4 things in totality. So we look at your personal statement, we look at your academic record, we look at your work experience, and we look at the references. So there is a combination of all of them. So your test results, what you do with the test. We generally accept that doctors generally don't do very well numerically, but that's acceptable. We want to see totality of that. There is not a merit cut, so you need to get certain numbers. I think it's 50% for the LGAT. But beyond that, we actually look at totality of what this person brings to the class, what will they gain from the class, and how does it fit with their career ambition for the future.
okay. And
Thank you, Khadija,
Sure.
I have to ask Malik Arsalan Haider. He's had his hand up for a while. Thank you so much. Just one quick question, Asfan. There's a question from Fahim Shaukat in the chat. Could you please clarify whether the required 6 years of work experience should be completed after 16 years of education or after 18 years for eligibility for the Executive MBA program?
After 16 years of education.
Okay, so this is after 16 years of education. I hope Fahim Shaukat that answers your question. Malik
If
Arsalan
it's
Haider?
okay, just to mention one more thing.
Yes.
The bachelor's, they have to make sure they have completed 16 years of education. And after 16 years of completion, they have to complete a minimum of 6 years of full-time experience.
Yes, thank you. Malik Arsalan Haider, can you please ask your question?
Yeah. So I just have a basic question that ये अब हम कब तक आप हमको पता चल जाएगा कि मैं इंटरव्यू कॉल आई या एडमिशन डिसीजन आए लाइक कब तक ना आए तो हम समझ लें कि वी आर नॉट सिलेक्टेड
जी असफंद
ये मई जून में इंटरव्यूज करना डिसाइड हो जाएगा, सारा सब कुछ स्केड्यूल चलेगा, द एप्लीकेंट्स दोज आर शॉर्ट लिस्टेड। तो आपको मई के एंड में पता लग जाएगा आपको
इंटरव्यू
फॉर
का
द इंटरव्यू सिलेक्शन ओनली।
और एडमिशन का फाइनल
that'll be to be honest with you, that's July 31st of July.
Okay. तो इंटरव्यू का
Before that,
मई
obviously.
ओके इंटरव्यू का मई एंड उसका जुलाई ठीक है थैंक यू
Thank you. And Asfand, can you sort of give an idea about the tests? Question आया था पहले and I asked them to sort of wait कि कौन से tests हैं और उससे related.
4 टेस्ट हैं, ठीक है, 4 टेस्ट हैं, उनमें से कोई सा एक लेना है, ठीक है। Number 1 is GMAT General. Number 2 is GRE General. Third option is NTS GAT General. अच्छा, NTS GAT General में ज्यादा क्वेश्चन आ रहा है चैट में कि सब्जेक्ट कौन सा चूज करना है या सेक्शन या कैटेगरी कौन सी चूज करनी है। So that'll be as per your previous degree, ठीक है ना, वो वाला सेक्शन चूज करना जो आपने डिग्री अभी रिसेंटली की हुई है, ठीक है। और जो लास्ट है वो लम्स का एलगैट है, जो मेक श्योर करना है आपने कि 26 अप्रैल तक, एलगैट 26 अप्रैल को है, उससे पहले पहले आपने कोई सा एक टेस्ट ले लेना है।
ठीक है, thank you. अच्छा, we have 2 minutes. So Saroj Fatma, can you quickly ask your question?
Assalamu alaikum, ma'am.
Walaikum salam.
Ma'am, actually, I'm doing nutrition from Punjab University, and I'm in my 8th semester. Ma'am, I will be graduated in the first week of June. Am I applicable because the LUMS admission will be closed in 14 April?
Ji. Asfand, can she apply? She hasn't yet received. She will graduate in June, or should she apply next year?
Next year.
जी, आपको next year apply करना होगा।
सर अगर मैं 7th सेमेस्टर की ट्रांसक्रिप्ट लगा लूँ लेकिन जून में मेरा रिजल्ट आ जाएगा, मैंने एनटीएस भी दे दिया है, वो भी लम्स के एडमिशन के लिए मैंने दिया और नंबर भी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अच्छे आए हैं, तो मैं चाह रही थी अभी अप्लाई कर लूँ। अगर मैं सर सारा साल वेस्ट हो जाएगा मेरा।
नहीं, आप वेस्ट, आप इस एंगल से ना देखो आपका सारा साल वेस्ट होगा। यू शुड गो फॉर योर रिक्वायर्ड वर्क एक्सपीरियंस इन दैट मीन टाइम, दैट विल बी बेनिफिशियल फॉर योर एप्लीकेशन नेक्स्ट ईयर।
ठीक है, थैंक यू वेरी मच। Those of you who जिनके questions हम नहीं answer कर सके due to lack of time, please, a lot of the information that you are asking is on the website. Marks क्या होते हैं एडमिशन टेस्ट के और किस चीज़ को ज़्यादा प्रेफरेंस दी होती है। सो असफन प्लीज करेक्ट इफ आई से एनीथिंग इनकरेक्टली, बट हर एप्लीकेंट को होलिस्टिकली देखा जाता है, विच मीन्स कि उनके जॉब एक्सपीरियंस, उनके ग्रेड्स, उनका पर्सनल स्टेटमेंट होलिस्टिकली देखकर देन दे मेक अ डिसीजन। आपको कोई इस टाइप की पे है। Of course, having good academics always does help, and having good job experience as well. Asfand, is that correct?
That's correct.
Right, very good. And in the chat, the email addresses were also shared. So please, you can email here, and one of us, admissions or the business school, will get back to you. Please keep a lookout for on our social media, and Shariar has shared a WhatsApp group as well that we have made. You can, उसमें हम सारी notifications भेजते रहते हैं. We may have more counseling sessions, so please keep an eye out for those as well. But please know that there will be no extension in the application deadline. So please do make sure that your application is submitted by April 14th. Thank you very much for your time, and we look forward to your applications. And thank you very much for the faculty for the time they have taken, and our executives and residents for their time, and the audience. Thank you and good luck. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you, Ji. Allah Hafiz.